Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, as you can tell by the title, we bought a house. Yes, we bought a house and I've been just so excited to share this with you guys. If you guys saw my last video, my last try and haul, you might have seen the background, you might have noticed that's a different background than Queen V's usual background. But today I want to give you guys the house tour. I have the empty house tour and also what my house looks like now since we moved everything over from the apartment to our new house. So I also want to talk a little bit about the process of buying the house and how that was in 2025, which is crazy. The market is crazy. I did not think that we were going to be able to buy a house so soon. So that's why I want to share with you guys my experience and that it was actually a very pleasant, smooth experience. So for those of you that are new here, my name is Queen V, that's V-I-I. Press the red subscribe button and become a honeybee today for free. Give mama a big fat like, and without further ado, let's get right into this video. So as most of you know, we moved from Florida to Tennessee a year and 3 months ago. That's me, my husband, and our 2 daughters. We searched high and low through Central Florida for a house before deciding to move to Tennessee. But everything in Central Florida is like $500,000 for a tiny house with no backyard. And we wanted some land, we want some animals, we want a little bit of that farm life. And we weren't going to get that in Florida. And it's not just that it's not affordable, it's overpopulated, it is not as safe as it used to be. It's turned into something that I didn't want to raise my kids in. So when we visited Tennessee, we fell in love with it completely. Immediately, we saw that there was like Christian music playing when we went into a restaurant. Walmart had shirts that says like Jesus saves at a Walmart. Public schools have Jesus banners in the front, and I was like, you would never see this in Florida. The faith here in Tennessee is so big compared to Florida that it grabbed our hearts and it didn't let us go. I have a more detailed video of why I moved to Tennessee from Florida, and I'll link it down below if you guys are interested. That was moving from Florida or leaving Orlando video. I'll have it down below for you. But basically, Tennessee just grabbed our heart. You get 4 seasons out of the year, specifically 3 months each season, and it's very mild seasons. So you get to see all the seasons change, but it's very mild. The temperature is very fair. The cold is not very long. The mountains are majestic. The waterfalls are gorgeous. Even the dandelions, you guys saw that I did a TikTok on the dandelions from Florida compared to the dandelions from Tennessee. I'll put it up here if you guys haven't seen it. But it's like dandelions are on the juice here, okay? They're so huge, they're so beautiful, they're so healthy, the stems are so thick. I also love that Tennessee has bees because in Florida there are no bees. That means that there's nothing to control the pollen. Every year in pollen season, you're gonna wake up to green, yellow cars full of pollen. That doesn't happen here in Tennessee because there's bees that take care of the pollen. But in order for that to happen, in order for bees to thrive, they need a healthy environment to survive and to thrive. They die very easily. So because we are near the Smoky Mountains, we're in East Tennessee, we're about an hour away from the Smoky Mountains, we know that the government takes special care of their environment here in East Tennessee because the Smoky Mountains is the most visited national park in the United States. So simply put, it's not convenient for them to mess up the environment here in East Tennessee when they make so much money off of people visiting the Smoky Mountains. That's something I thought about before moving here, and when I visited and I saw how healthy the plantation was, the soil, the bees and everything, I knew the government takes extra care of this area because it's near the Smoky Mountains and that's their money. So searching for a house in Florida or really anywhere in the US has been a pain for like practically everybody. Right now it's not a buyer's market, it's a seller's market, and that just means that everything is ridiculously priced. Just in Central Florida alone, any little tiny house with a little tiny backyard of like 10,000 square feet is like $500,000 at least. So for years now we've been visiting properties, okay? We've been looking at pictures on Zillow like crazy and then visiting the property in person just to compare it to the pictures because the pictures can be so incredibly deceiving. You guys know that. If you guys have seen a house on Zillow that looks incredible and then you guys go see it in person, you're like, is this literally the same house? Sometimes I have to check like the number because I just can't even believe that I'm in the same place, and how different the house looks in person than it looks online. Ironically, this house specifically looked worse online than what it did in person. When we came to visit this house in person, we just wanted to see like if this was going to be an investment home for us, because it was so much more affordable than other properties. But when we came to visit this house specifically in real life, we just gasped. We knew that we've never seen a house like this. We've never felt like this about a house, whether it was expensive or it was affordable. We have never felt this way about a house. This one just happened to be affordable. Now, we paid $225,000 for this house, okay, with almost 2 acres of land, 2 bedrooms and 1 bath, which we want to turn into 3 bedrooms and 1.5 bath. But just to give you an idea of how ridiculous things have gotten, this house in 2007 was priced at $50,000. When it was listed a year ago in Zillow, it was at $310,000. But with time, it dropped all the way down to $225,000. So we had saved up some money. We're ready to buy our house. We're ready to contact a realtor. But our experiences with realtors have not been the best. Actually, before this amazing realtor that I'm going to tell you guys about, I have had 4 other realtor experiences, and they were all awful, and I was losing hope. And when we arrived to this house and we knew that we wanted to buy it, but we didn't know like Pandora's box with realtors on Zillow or what's going to happen, my husband looks at me and says, why don't we ask in church? Why don't we ask for a realtor in church? And I'm like, you know what, that sounds like a good idea. So we were at church on Sunday and we asked one of the pastors, like, is anybody here a realtor? And he was like, oh yeah, that lady over there, she's a realtor. We're like, all right, thank you so much. So we go introduce ourselves to Denora Mina. We tell her we're looking for a Christian realtor. We saw this beautiful house that we would like her to take us to see, and that we would like to buy if she can help us out. And she looks at us just like shocked, and she's like, I was literally praying for God to send some people my way that I can help out with my realtor experience. She had just moved from Florida as well, almost 2 years ago, and she was praying about the exact same thing that we were praying about. Like, God made us a match in heaven. And Denora turned out to be everything that we hoped that she would be. She was responsible, she was kind, she was not pushy, but she was also very alert, and she was also very informative. And even when she wasn't obligated to be somewhere, she was still there for us to be sure that everything was, you know, on point, and she was breaking down the lingo for us and helping us understand the process step by step. I'm telling you, within just over 30 days, we got this house with its 0 down payment. We didn't have to pay anything out of pocket except for like little things like the inspection and stuff like that. So I'll link her down below if you guys are interested and are in need of a realtor. I definitely recommend Denora Mina 120%. Okay, so let's get right into the empty house tour. Alright guys, so I already have some stuff that I want to move, but first I want to give you guys the empty house tour. Here's a sweet view of the side of the house. I wanted to show you guys that real quick just because of the country vibes that we have here. We have a gorgeous view that we'll visit later on the deck. So if we go through the double doors here, first you'll see the sunroom. And Benny and I will be sleeping in the sunroom until we're done renovating and making our own space. Haley's having the master bedroom. That's why we're sleeping in the sunroom until we make our own space. But then we'll walk ahead. You'll find the living room area. Here's the living room area. And the living room area used to have a regular fireplace, but the old people that used to live here, they opted out for a stove instead to keep the house warm in the winter. Winters are not long, extensive, or harsh here in Tennessee, but we do want to change out the way that the house is heated because this is with gas and we don't want any gas appliances. And then on the corner here, this door is for the basement. My husband is working on the dehumidifier down there. So this is the basement, the downstairs area. You can see all of the piping. You can see the floor is kind of incomplete. There's dirt on the floor. There's some windows. There's also a room where you can store stuff. It's got little shelves. I do not know what I would put in here. Benny is storing his tools for now, but we would like to make the basement into a livable area someday. And because this house was built in 1934, it has this old furnace that they used to use to warm up the house when it was cold. It's not connected anymore, so we won't be needing this to warm up the house, but it's such an old relic. It's so cool. And what I don't get about this is these shelves up here. I don't know how I'm supposed to get there and feel safe. You know, like walk through the bar and then possibly fall to my death. That's all I'm seeing, and we'll have to see what's going on with that. So if we walk over here, I believe this is the dining room area. We have that wallpaper, chandelier, and then here you'll see the kitchen, the hallway, the master bedroom. This master bedroom is going to be Haley's room. This crazy rug, like we almost didn't buy it because of this rug. I'm sure a lot of people felt that way when they saw the pictures. I'm just like, this is just crazy, but it is an easy fix. What's not so easy is these closets. There's 3 closets and they're all like oddly small, so we want to do something about that. And then here's the other half of the closed off fireplace. If we go out here, this is the hallway, and you can see the bathroom. There's only 1 bathroom in this house for now. It's a small bathroom. Through the hallway is the 2nd bedroom, and look at this old-fashioned lock, you guys. Isn't that crazy? Does that say 1934 or what? Can you imagine how big that key was? So this is the 2nd bedroom, which is really small right now, but we want to expand it that way. Here's a little closet, but that's just not going to be enough room for all of my YouTuber, content creator, Queen V stuff. So we need to fix that. Already looking out this window, you can see why we bought this home. This gorgeous view is impeccable. It's breathtaking. It's beautiful. It's a blessing from Jesus Christ himself. We're gonna go out there in a second, but first I'm gonna show you the kitchen. So it's a cute little kitchen. I love how, you know, well kept it is because the cabinets are really nice. The cabinetry here, it's just fine. I like how bright it is. If we turn around, this door here leads to the outside. Yes, I got gloves on because I'm moving. So this is the deck. This deck is so beautiful. There are the stairs. It's huge. It wraps around the house. But I wanted to show you guys this view. This is what made us fall in love with this home. And we're like, it does not matter. Whatever we need to fix, we'll fix it. Something you cannot add to a house is a view like this. This is priceless. This house was on the market for almost a year and it hadn't sold yet. Our realtor says that the house was waiting for us because God had something special. Look at the beautiful flower trees. Back there are the pear trees. These 2 are pear trees, and deers will come out here around 7 or 8 p.m. to graze on the pears. We have almost 2 acres of land. So our land extends all the way that way into an L shape this way. So it's very large. We already got a riding lawnmower from the marketplace. So I'm going to show you guys what the house looks like now. That way you also have a nice like before and after when we're done renovating and doing everything that we're going to do. Now when you come in, you're going to see that we have most of our stuff in the sunroom. The sunroom was the place that we planned on going to sleep in, but it turned out to be a little bit uncomfortable, so we decided to put all of our things, my weights. We got some portable closets because of how tiny the closet in the second bedroom is, just painfully tiny. We ended up sleeping in the living room because it's just a bigger, better, more balanced space. This floor here is like a little bit more slanted. It used to be a porch, it looks like, and they turned it into a sunroom, so they closed it in. Paris's bed is right next to mine, and I sleep on that side of the bed, so I'm just right next to her. Paris is over here watching TV, playing with Play-Doh after breakfast. You guys remember that there was a stove in front of the fireplace, so we took that out and revealed the fireplace. It's still not presentable, but it's better than what it was. We got these shelves right here on the side just to use the fireplace, and I really like how it looks. We also got a new couch. This couch didn't come with an ottoman, so we kept the ottoman since I use it as a bench press. If you come in here to the dining room area, you're gonna see the dining room table. We do want to replace that, but in the future, Paris's toys is gonna be out here until we build her bedroom. Then Sophia's kind of confined for a little bit just because she's been pooping under the bed, and we need to kind of like put her in an area where she goes pee-pee and poo-poo in her pee-pee pad besides, you know, going outside. This is Haley's room, which was the master bedroom, with this crazy rug. Her little babies, Luna and Bakugo, are around. Bakugo is taking a nap right now. Through the hallway, we got some shelves because I don't have like barely any space in the bathroom to put anything, so I have this little shelf where I put like things, toiletries and stuff that we're gonna need. The bathroom, I just changed the curtain, which makes it look a little bit brighter, a little bit homier, just a little bit more personal and better. But I can't wait to renovate this bathroom. Jesus. Here's the second bedroom. If you guys remember it, it had a random nail at the top, so that's why I hung the little backpack that I use to carry Paris's little things. This is going to be our bedroom, so I put some stuff in here already just because the sunroom got full. If you go in the kitchen, looks a little bit better. The little jars here on the counter are super cute. The stove, we got new burners and plates that we have to change out. And yeah, this kitchen is definitely a lot bigger than my last one. It has the washer and dryer connections in here, so we have to modify that once we start renovating. Here, this is a little storage room that we plan on closing off to make it Paris's bedroom. It's just ideas right now, so we'll see. And real quick, I wanted to show you guys Paris's birthday selections. You guys know that I love to do doodles for my month-to-month calendar. If it's a birthday month, if it's my birthday, hubby's birthday, Haley's, or Paris's, I like to fill it out with stuff that reminds me of them as their birthday month. So Paris is August, and she is a Virgo, and she just loves cleanliness. She really does love giving her toys a bath. Like every day, she'll give her toys a bath every day with soap and a towel, dries them off nice and clean. Now she makes up her own cleaning songs. Like, you can't make this up. The fact that Virgo loves to be clean, they just come programmed that way. I don't know what to tell you. Right now our balcony is pretty much empty, but you know, that completes the house tour again. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed the house tour. We're feeling super blessed and super happy to be able to have a home. If you guys have any questions, any comments or concerns, just please type them down below and I'll be sure to get back to you. As always, if you guys want to see more videos of fashion, fitness, and lifestyle, don't forget to press the red subscribe button and become Honeybee today for free. Give mama a big fat like, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!